Hello and welcome. I am MYRAcles. I am a student here at MYRA School of Business. Today we have Professor Shailendra Vyakarnam with us. Professor Vyakarnam has taught entrepreneurship across the globe and he is Director of Bettany Centre for Entrepreneurship at Cranfield. He is a visiting faculty at MYRA for our core course in entrepreneurship. Hello sir. This is your second year at MYRA. Can you share your experiences teaching the entrepreneurship course here?
Of course, very exciting for me to come back a second time because the class size has also grown, I think by 3 because the first and second years are included. So the numbers themselves have increased. What's good also, I had more time this year than last year. So we managed to get the students to develop project ideas during the first 3-4 days. They form into teams and gradually develop those into something that formed a business. So that was first puzzling for the students, but as far as I could see, they began to start to apply what they were learning because they had those projects in mind to develop that. So that is a good positive step forward. And then the environment, the physical environment is beautiful here, with the beautiful breeze blowing through. It's January, and so I think on the whole I'm very optimistic about what will come out of this.
So, you know, MYRA is one of the few colleges which are offering a core course in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So, how important it is to have it as a core course?
You know, it's a really fundamental question that you're posing, because if it's a core course, it's not for everybody's interest. It's not a functional discipline, maybe like economics or marketing or something like that. Entrepreneurship is not something you just teach blindly. Entrepreneurship education should be for the ability to create and grow businesses. The curriculum which is about starting and growing businesses is not that interesting in entrepreneurship. So I think it is really commendable that it's a core course so that everybody gets a chance to think of themselves as a future possible entrepreneur. If it's an elective, it means that people who don't even know they could be an entrepreneur miss out on that.
Yeah.
Whereas here, as a core course, everybody has a chance to think about it as a possibility, even if it's not for them in the future.
So, how important it is to be an upstart, to launch a startup?
Well, it's part of the characteristic, but if you're just an upstart, you'll never grow up, right? So the process of maturing is not only of the business idea, but it's of the person as well, because having an idea is fine, but as I'm sure the students will have discovered this year, actually trying to figure out how to implement it is the harder part.
That's the key.
Right, and that's not where the upstart is useful.
Okay.
The more systematic thinking is required, more planning is required, but supported by the passion of the upstart.
So passion is absolutely important.
Critical, because it's not easy to start a company or indeed to grow it. And if you're not motivated for that, I can't see how you would sustain the motivation to endure all the challenges along the way.
So, what do you think, adversity or conducive business ecosystem? Which of these brings out better entrepreneurs and why?
Adversity in the context can bring out certain types of adversity, like a sudden change in something. For example, Prime Minister Modi's demonetization, the shock to the system. But from looking at the way things are developing, it looks like therefore so-called fintech businesses might come up, because it can overcome the uncertainty of what happens to the cash, and therefore gradually India's economy starts to improve. That's a form of adversity. A regulatory change that can happen suddenly might be adverse for, say, British Airways and Air India to have had open skies, but because of open skies now suddenly you have Indigo, SpiceJet, etc. So it creates some opportunities in there. If it's conducive, I think people can go off to sleep a little bit. And I'm not sure that it actually results in radical new businesses, but it can result in good quality businesses. Countries which have that climate might be places like Norway, Denmark, Finland, Sweden, etc. Very wealthy countries in the Nordic countries, and they have some superb businesses from there. You know, so I think entrepreneurs will find a gap for themselves. The kind of adversity we see now with Mr. Donald Trump coming into power, that is going to shake up, and the stock markets in the US seem to be going up, but that's, I think, for tax breaks and tax reasons. But the entrepreneur will have to find a niche for himself or herself in that environment.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a great experience having you here, and it was a great learning experience as well. It was a great experience talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.